going off the loop.
Oh, there he goes.
Down.
There he goes.
He's looking for a coup de grace, and he cannot find it.
Manny the Pac-Man Pacquiao, the first ever boxer to win major titles in all 4 divisions. He is disciplined and humble, but once the bell rings, everything changes.
You okay?
I didn't see.
Mehmet.
He really is. He can punch. He can take a punch. He's aggressive, and he loves to.
From breaking noses in a single jab to ending undefeated fighters in the very first round, today you will see some of the most brutal finishes by the Filipino fighter. And the first victim on this list is Dele Desierto. On July the 1st, 1995, Dele Desierto stepped into the ring believing this was his moment. A hungry 21-year-old with real ambition and everything to prove. But Manny had no interest in handing him a stage. He seized control from the opening bell and turned this fight into one of the quickest wins of his entire early career.
All right.
Ito naman po si Dele Desierto. Sunod po ang kanyang panalo at debut.
Okay, maganda ito. These boxers will. Yes.
Walang
Malakas din bumigay ito si
Pacquiao sa katawan.
After the opening round, both men were still standing tall, and to the untrained eye, this looked like it might turn into a real contest. Deal was moving well, throwing back, holding his own.
Pacquiao.
Ayun, left. Dalawang sunod. Natamaan si Desierto, but he was able to come back.
Combination from Pacquiao.
There's another left.
Yes, a left to the jaw of Desierto. Of that, he should score with a left hook. Oy! Umayaw.
But that is nothing compared to the night Manny had waiting for an undefeated Australian named Nadal Hussein. The next man to step across from Manny was a genuine problem on paper. Nadal Hussein, an undefeated Australian, met the Pac-Man in October of 2000, carrying a spotless record of 19 wins and not a single loss. He had never tasted defeat, never been made to doubt himself, and he walked in believing that streak was going to continue. But an unbeaten record only means you have not yet met the fighter who ends it.
Gumaganti ito si Nadal Hussein, and the crowd is in an uproar.
Got followed by a dizzying
Score by Manny Pacquiao, another left in the face by Manny Pacquiao. A right by Pacquiao.
He always likes to put combinations together. Looking upstairs, looking downstairs.
Si Hussein, ayan, hindi Pacquiao. Ang mukha nito si Nadal Hussein, dito pa lang sa round number 1. Talk about power, yes, si Manny Pacquiao. Ito, going to the face. And Nadal Hussein, right to the... It's a good leg.
Right from the opening bell, Manny pressed forward and piled the pressure onto the Aussie.
Panic. Hussein intends to have this last and go the distance.
Kita natin talaga lumusot mo. Ayun, lumusot yun. Right and left.
In his last 3 fights, nag-average lang siya about 2.4 at the round so that he has an advantage.
In a moment nobody saw coming, a single jab from Nadal drops Manny to a knee, and suddenly Nadal is convinced this is his golden ticket to victory. But now the monster is wide awake and furious.
Good right by Hussein. Hilo pa rin si Manny Pacquiao.
For Manny Pacquiao to recover.
Good right by Nadal Hussein. Manny Pacquiao backing up. Ni Nadal Hussein, ayun, yung kaliwa.
For a moment, people thought this was the end of Manny, but they did not understand who they were watching. The Pac-Man never backs down.
On the attack, good right by Manny to the head.
Ito naman si Manny Pacquiao. Anong nakikita natin?
Manny Pacquiao.
As if he had not already made enough mistakes, Nadal decided to shove Manny, a small act of defiance that only poured fuel onto the fire.
Ahead on points si Manny Pacquiao. Ito natin makikita.
Yun yung kanya. The ball started to start the round. Ito na. Kailangan gising na clean back to good right on the left by Manny Pacquiao.
Nadal's face was left so battered that the referee had no choice but to wave it off, and Manny proved once again exactly why you should never underestimate the man in front of you. Manny and Renato were 2 of the most promising young boxers of their time, and when they finally clashed in 1995, everyone expected a long, grueling night. On paper, this had every reason to go the distance.
Very exciting fighter. I might add. Pacquiao Pacquiao, of course, is undefeated, as you mentioned. Out a world title fight. Back.
I don't know.
Well, that's what we were saying, just looking at the records. Because 18 years old, so both are teenagers.
Good left by Mendones. Pacquiao's got to fight intelligent. He can't take chances. A good flurry of punches by Pacquiao. Mendones. Oh, good combination by Pacquiao. But he's fighting a little wild against Mendones.
Now both fighters are just standing.
Pacquiao got caught.
Round. They're not moving. Well, we've seen Pacquiao use his jabs. Pacquiao trying to work behind that right jab. Yes.
Although
Although
he's
both of them
18
are
years
just
old.
18, yes.
Yeah.
Just when the fight was tilting in Renato's favor, a quick jab caught him completely off guard, and down he went. That single moment flipped everything. Renato had no idea it was coming, and now the Pac-Man was on the hunt, circling a wounded man with only one thing on his mind.
On the rope. Good left again. Flash on the face of Mendones.
Yes.
Back. Oh, another good left by...
He's looking for a coup de grace, and he cannot find it.
In just over a minute, it was done. Manny had his win, quick and clinical. But waiting up next was Ipogala, a man who had absolutely no idea who he was about to face. This match proved something important about Manny. It was not just that his fight IQ was on another level, reading his opponents like an open book, always one step ahead. It was that his punch power was flat out of this world. And to really understand what you were watching, think about the picture in that ring. A 19-year-old kid standing across from a 26-year-old man, giving away years, experience, and physical maturity. On paper, it should have been a mismatch in the wrong direction, but it wasn't.
Now of the Philippines is in white. Ipogala. Oh, big left.
Powerful blow there.
Yes.
And Manny Pacquiao leaving the came to slug it out. He's spearing Ipogala about a fourth of an inch. He was slugging it out. Now he's keeping a distance away.
And Manny Pacquiao. He's got Ipogala by the two fighters. Manny
Ipogala for sure.
Well, Ipogala doesn't seem to know where it's coming from.
By the end of just one round, the Indonesian warrior was already feeling the full weight of what he had walked into. The pressure of the Pac-Man was relentless, closing the distance, cutting off every escape.
City, the Mandaluyong Sports Complex. Pacquiao pouring in.
It's an all-out attack by Manny Pacquiao. Doesn't have the opportunity to fight back because he's covering up.
That Manny Pacquiao might come back with a flurry such as what is happening now. Ipogala at will. Of the scheduled 10-rounder, Manny Pacquiao not letting up.
18-year-old boy from
Good left again. And Ipogala coming up with only one out of...
a lot of punishment.
There's another left. His feet, but he is not fighting back, and he's turned his back.
A storm of punches came crashing into Ipogala like a runaway truck, and all he could do was cover up and pray it would end. It did, but not on his terms. The referee had seen enough and waved it off before the damage turned into something far worse. And yet the man lined up next had absolutely no clue what kind of nightmare he was signing himself up for. In December of 1996, Manny came face to face with the Korean fighter, Sung-Yul Lee. Sung had no idea what Manny had done to the men before him. No concept of the kind of destruction he was walking into.
Pacquiao the southpaw.
Hardly any sweat on their bodies. So the left side.
Pacquiao with a flurry. Pacquiao goes in.
Pacquiao the southpaw.
Of Korea in the black trunks. Fight that's scheduled for 10.
Flicking right hand, I think, is a wasted motion.
Good hard left by Pacquiao. Korean battling back. Pacquiao has him against the ropes.
Pacquiao a little wild with his punches, and he wants to finish him off early.
And the Korean is hurt.
Well, the Korean is just being...
After the Korean tried to wrestle him into a headlock, Manny lost his patience and answered it by breaking his nose.
Respect for his Korean opponent. And
As a
he
result,
aims to please the crowd.
He tends to get wild as a result of that.
By the time the opening round ended, the Korean was already questioning every choice that had brought him into that ring.
Oh, he got tagged that time.
And
again,
now the Korean is
getting
going
a little
after
cocky.
him. Now Pacquiao trying
Street ball. Now both fighters are not showing too much ring tech, throwing everything they've got. But this is not a good workout for Manny Pacquiao.
Certainly not.
If he hopes Pacquiao holding it on.
And the Korean
definitely see if he's going to get knocked out.
That's true, because he's an all-offense type of fighter.
After one close look at the state of Sung's nose, the referee called it off, stopping the fight before the Korean was sent into an eternal sleep. Manny had already gone through a long line of opponents by this point, but Mike Luna was different. This was a proven fighter, a man carrying 20 professional wins into the ring, someone with the record to make people believe he could actually be the one to stop the surge.
Right by Luna from the face. Need to get a little careless. He's very flamboyant fighter. Sometimes gets a little cocky.
That's how he lost. Huh?
Yes. He's
And he keeps combinations being unleashed now by Manny Pacquiao.
Luna. He's going after Luna.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
A lethal combination crashes into Mike Luna and drops him to the canvas, and this time, there is no getting back up. Mike could not beat the count, and Manny took the win in the very first round, proving once again that the boxing world had room for only one true prodigy. And the next name on the list belonged to yet another Korean. By the time Manny met Wuki, the Korean was riding high with a record of 17 wins and just a single loss, the kind of resume that earns real respect in the sport. He had every reason to believe he could hang in there and test the young Filipino.
Manny Pacquiao fighting flat-footed at this stage. Trying to
the
create some
southpaw.
tempo that with
Pacquiao is, you know, is one of the most popular with big punch.
he's very, very charismatic, and I think he's for the kill right here on the opening bell.
Pacquiao really.
Oh, he showed no respect for the Korean.
Wuki goes down through the ring.
Out of nowhere, a left hook lands flush on Wook's head, and just like that, he never makes it back to his feet. Chokchai Chokvivat was not just another name on the list. This was a genuinely accomplished fighter, a man with 34 wins against only 2 losses, and he carried the OPBF title to prove it. On this night, he was defending that belt for the 9th time, stepping into the ring as a proven champion who had beaten back challenger after challenger.
Has demolished a vast majority.
Leading with his right jab. So far, Chokchai 3.
Rights and lefts. So watch out for those. All of his Filipino opponents except one, Lejon Seneza, whom he lost to on points.
Flyweight championship.
The thing about Manny Pacquiao is that he puts his guard so dangerously low. Attack of Chokchai battery, but here he is on the attack. He's got to be a little more oblivious. He comes straight in at Chokchai 3K battery.
Oh, just
And he's on the attack.
and Manny Pacquiao is still at it. Chokchai 3K battery trying to ward off the direction of Manny Pacquiao. Another right to the face by Manny Pacquiao.
By now, everyone watching was sure this was the end. They had seen how these nights usually went, how quickly Manny closed the show once he had a man hurt. This looked like Chokvivat's final round, but the champion had other ideas.
Hated it all, but you can feel that.
Making good use of the ring, Ed.
Oh, good
And
shots
this
to the
time,
body by
Both of
Manny
them.
Pacquiao. Chokchai going to the body and now to the face. Manny Pacquiao countering. Pacquiao with the right and the left. Pacquiao is now engaging Chokchai 3K battery. Times. And now he tries to go.
With his pace of moving around and both fighters wrestling each other.
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, good left by Manny Pacquiao to the face. I don't think he's going to get up.
He doesn't look too good.
Out of nowhere, a left hook lands clean on his head, the very same shot that finished Wuki, and with it, Manny rips away the OPBF title. Next up on the list was Shinaro, a Japanese fighter who arrived with a solid record of 10 wins and 2 losses. He was no pushover, a capable and experienced man who had earned his place across the ring from Manny.
黒のトランクスに黄色いライン、寺尾慎、そして入っています。このサウスポーのファイターがマニー・パキャオを中心にして左へと回っています。寺尾、右のフックはどんどんと出ていくファイターという寺尾慎ですが、今日はなるべくリングの中央にマニー・パキャオ、そしてその周りを回っていくという。ボディ溝落ちに入りました。いきなり第1ラウンドマニー・パキャオが出てきます。現役の世界ランカー、東洋太平洋の階級チャンピオン、2回目ですね。我慢できるか寺尾慎、青コーナー2人近くに詰まっています。第1ラウンド足に来ています。最後のやつから
After being dropped twice already, Shin finally stays down for good, and Manny closes the show with a first-round victory. This time, Manny was not chasing a prospect. He was hunting a champion. Lila Honolulu Lewaba walked in as the reigning IBF title holder, stepping through the ropes for the 6th defense of his belt, and he carried the kind of record that demands respect.
Pacquiao. Say Pacquiao. Pacquiao should fight here on the boxer in bad shape.
And Pacquiao landing some hard. Manny Pacquiao has landed the harder shots in round 1, and now he dominates our shots against Ledwaba's 9 of 20. Here comes the Filipino fighter again.
There you go, a body shot by Ledwaba. That may change the fight. That's a rude awakening for
Ledwaba is totally on the defensive. Lechinolo Ledwaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao.
A sudden left snaps Lewaba's head back and stuns him, and within moments the blood starts to flow.
He went to the body, and that's the most important shot tonight. Right to the body.
And bangs Ledwaba again with a big left up. And another hook. In his corner.
By the time the 3rd round came around, the damage was written all over him. Lewaba's shorts, once clean, were now stained a deep red, soaked through from the punishment raining down on him.
No knockdown. When Ledwaba didn't respond, that's when he picked.
Then Ledwaba has been able to throw punches.
Chloride, 1 to 1,000 in the nose.
Ledwaba stands his ground and just throw the right hand. The guy's right there in front of him.
He's probably using a
Quick on the trigger, George. You know, Ledwaba
learned.
Guy from South Africa giving us.
Pacquiao got away with a low blow.
Lewaba slowly starts to adapt, but Manny still has one dangerous trick tucked up his sleeve.
In the lower weight class.
Got to make Pacquiao lower his head just a little.
Boom!
Don't blow it. He had no idea.
Manny nearly wipes Lewaba's nose clean off his face with that left. And just like that, another title belongs to Manny. Soon after, Manny had to defend his new title against Jorge Julio, a battle-tested veteran with 41 wins and 3 losses, and far more experience than Manny had. But no amount of experience can ever beat pure hunger.
Or just trying to get Pacquiao ready to be Pacquiao to learn to foul a guy back when he fouls him.
But imagine anyone fouling me when I were fighting, so this must be a real good kid.
Big left hand by Pacquiao. Both fighters using their jabs early, and big left hand by Pacquiao. It's to be. Throws every punch with aggressive intentions. Julio, a little bit more of a change-up artist, and holding his own now.
Whoa, keep up.
When you punch that hard, as Pacquiao is, it takes a lot of energy to start those punches.
Oh, that's a huge...
Then, out of nowhere, it happened. All that experience, all those years in the ring, and none of it could keep Jorge on his feet. A shot landed clean, and suddenly the veteran had to take a knee, dropping down in front of a man half his experience, forced to gather himself while the crowd realized what they were witnessing.
Heard Julio's corner saying, hit him in the belly, and down goes Julio. Who listens?
Hey, come to me. Bueno. Box.
He did it twice in a row, and the second one dropped Julio.
This is some Prince Nassim Hamed.
He really is. He can punch. He can take a punch. He's aggressive, and he loves to fight.
Manny shatters Julio's nose, and yet somehow, the veteran drags himself back to his feet.
Grabbing and holding might be the thing to do. Pacquiao's just getting ready to swing away again. And Bill Clancy.
Manny wraps it up in just 2 quick rounds and successfully defends his title against Julio. The next victim on the list came all the way from Thailand, a hardened fighter named Phaprakor Barakiatgim. He arrived with a serious record, 33 wins against only 2 losses, the kind of numbers that would make most opponents think twice.
Very evident here, the height advantage, the reach. The Thai has a 70-inch wing, 67. Game plan of Manny Pacquiao will be too mobile in terms of foot speed. Likes to throw that right jab. Both of them are southpaws.
It did not take long at all. In the very first round, all that experience counted for nothing, and the seasoned Thai fighter found himself crashing to the canvas. The moment he went down, everything shifted. Manny unloads a brutal barrage of punches straight into Frakorb's face. With just a minute left in the opening round, Frakorb hits the canvas for the second time. Finally, Frakorb crashes down for the fourth time and never recovers, handing Manny yet another successful title defense. And that is it for today, folks. If you want to see more videos like this one, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below too, and let me know exactly who you want us to cover in the next one.